Star Wars! Revenge of the Jedi. Now that's some artwork I'd never want the Nazis to get. Cue title scene! Monuments Men stars the great George Clooney, the awesome Matt Damon, the hilarious Bill Murray, and the always a good time John Goodman. And do these actors bring anything to this movie? Absolutely not. Yeah, not gonna lie. I was so psyched for this movie. I remember when it was announced, thinking the premise was awesome, seeing all these great actors together on screen, telling a story that deserves to be told. I thought that would be amazing. And then I heard it got delayed, and I was scared, but I heard it got delayed because Clooney couldn't finish in time, and I kind of got a bit better. Because you always want to hope that when a film gets delayed like that, it's because to make it the best film it can be. Turns out, it's not even remotely the best film anything could be. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard by now, this movie's boring, a huge disappointment. And it sucks, because these guys are all great, but they're just not used for anything. They made a big deal of Bill Murray being in the movie. I don't think he said anything memorable. Matt Damon's a big part of it, but he's maybe on screen 10, 20 minutes. I don't know. To be honest, this film is just such a mess of everything. And I was just so expecting something better. But essentially, our premise is that during World War II, 6 men were picked to retrieve artwork that the Nazis had stolen, because in case you didn't know, Hitler was crazy and decided, I'm going to burn everything that doesn't help the Germans. And who was going to stop this? Guys who were probably rolling in their graves because of this movie. Yeah, this film is not the story this deserves. Just everything from its pacing to its tone. When I first saw the trailer for this film, I thought it would be very funny. It really wasn't. I thought it would be heartfelt. It really wasn't. This film just, oh my god, just doesn't work. And I really feel the problem is it's trying to do everything in not the right amount of time. You know, it wants to market all these big stars, but then not do anything with them. It wants to tell this great story, but tell it in such a choppy, bizarre fashion and such a slow pace, I just find myself sitting there bored. And again, it is such a waste, because what a great cast, what a great story. It just goes nowhere. I mean, Clooney's fine. He's George Clooney. John Goodman, I'd say, gets the only good one-liners in this movie. Cate Blanchett's in this film. She's always great. When is she ever not? But again, it's not because the film they're in is any good. It's just because them, as the actors they are, always brings something special to everything. And to be honest, just nothing was brought to this movie. There are some interesting scenes. There's some nice shooting. I did like some of the visuals. At times the story did grasp me. But the vast majority, I'm just sitting there tapping my foot, waiting for this to get over with, because I just felt it's not what this deserves. I just think a story like this deserves a much better movie, and I hope it gets that one day. But for now, it can't. So all I can say is Monuments Men is a solid 4 out of 10 on the history movie scale. It definitely tells the story. It doesn't tell it in a way that's interesting, and it kind of made me feel like I was in my 8th grade history class. But it definitely told the story and got some good performances. Nothing Oscar-worthy, which is ironic because everyone said this film should have been out for Oscar time. But it is what it is. But what do you think is what is? I don't know. In the comment section below, tell me what historical stories you want to be made real. If you say Pompeii, don't worry, that's coming up, I hope. And as always, click to like and click to subscribe, because eventually all the snow the East Coast is covered in will go away, and I will eventually get to go see a movie for Valentine's Day, which